Have you ever said, I just don't know what to do? I'm confused. I'm trying to figure things out. But what if you're not actually confused? What if deep down you already know exactly what needs to happen? What if the truth isn't hidden from you? What if you're avoiding it? Welcome back to the Marcus Allgood Show. I appreciate everybody listening, watching, and sharing the show. If you get any value out of this, please share it with a friend. Or if you want to, just go ahead and just share it. I really appreciate it. The lie we tell ourselves, people always say, I don't know what to do. I need more clarity. I need more time. I'm still thinking about it. But many times they've known for months, sometimes years, they just don't like the answer that they're getting. They have to keep questioning it. And I'm a victim of, I need more clarity. I didn't understand really what clarity is, and we've gone over it before. And clarity, a lot of times, is just being on that personal development journey, going through it is part of the clarity. Like what do you want out of this? What are you striving to get? What are you looking for? And the crazy thing is the clarity doesn't come as an aha light bulb moment. It comes over time. And I really didn't understand clarity until a couple years ago when I was like, oh, I am on the right path. I am going down, doing the personal development, doing the right things, learning more, trying to grow myself as a person. And that's where the clarity comes in. Like you become more clear on that journey, but you don't really know you're in it until later on. Like it could be months, could be days, could be years. And when it finally hits you, you're like, oh, I am on it. I know what clarity is. I know what the clarity I'm looking for is now. And the path that you're on is normally the personal development path, and it gives you the clarity that you're looking for. It just doesn't give you the aha light bulb moment and hit you in the face being like, oh, here's clarity. That's just not how it happens. Most people aren't looking for clarity. They're looking for an answer that doesn't hurt. That one is so true. It hurts a lot just to think about it. And I've been victim of it. I know you probably have too. Anybody listening to this, we go down that path of, well, I want to do this, but this is what I need to do it. And you're like, I don't want to do that. And so you look for all the other excuses and reasons on why you should do something else over that, but the answer is what you already said, but you don't want to do that because of the fact that it's hard. It gets you out of your comfort zone. It just doesn't feel like the right thing to do, but deep down inside is the right thing to do. Why we avoid the truth? Truth costs something. The truth might require ending the relationship, changing jobs, getting sober, losing friends, disappointing people, admitting mistakes, taking responsibility. And the truth is usually simple, and the consequences are usually complicated. And the fact that, when you want to quit drinking, you're going to lose the relationships that you have. And most of those people are not your friends, anyways. They're just your drinking buddies. And when you change jobs, you're scared to change jobs because you got these work friends that you say that you're going to talk to, but you end up never talking to them again because you don't have anything in common with them outside the job. You just had the job and complaining and, things like that and talking about the job that you actually had in common. But a lot of times it's not the same once you leave because you just don't talk about that job anymore. And getting sober, you're going to lose a whole lot of people, whole lot of relationships. And a lot of times you don't really get those, you don't really find new friends. I guess you could if you go to some AA meetings and things like that. But for the most part, finding sober friends is really, really hard in the grand scheme of things. Then finding things in common with other sober people besides, talking about addictions and things like that. So you don't avoid the truth because it's unclear. You avoid it because it's expensive. And it's expensive because you have to give up so many things to go after the truth of what you want to do. The questions people already know the answers to. Deep down, people know, should I leave? Yeah, probably. Should I stay? Maybe, maybe not. Should I quit? Probably, maybe not. Should I start? Should I apologize? Should I change? The answer often arrives quickly. When you ask these things in your head and your brain answers you, should I leave? Yeah, probably. The fact that you say, no, I think I could stay a little bit longer, or I could just keep going with it. I could change. They could change. I'll figure it out. That's where the hard part comes in. If you would just listen to the first answer that comes into your brain, most of the time that's the answer you want. You don't have to keep fighting it. The confusion often begins after the truth arrives, and that's when you start second guessing yourself. You start debating it, and you start telling yourself all these other reasons on why it's not going to work, or why that's not the truth. The cost of avoiding the truth. When you avoid truth, anxiety increases, stress grows, energy drops, confidence disappears, resentment builds, because deep down your mind knows, and carrying two realities becomes exhausting. The reality you're living and the truth you're avoiding. The longer you avoid the truth, the heavier it becomes. It's going to weigh on you, the heavier and heavier as you keep going. It's going to keep hitting you in the face. Like, hey, here it is. There's the truth. Like, if you would just do this, this would actually happen. What you want is on the other side of the truth that you're avoiding. Why people stay stuck is because people fear the change. Even painful situations can feel safe because they're familiar. Fear of judgment. What will people think? Fear of making the wrong choice. What if I regret it? Fear of responsibility. Once you accept the truth, you have to act. Denial delays pain. It never removes it. The body usually knows first. Sometimes your body tells you before your mind accepts it. Anxiety, stress, poor sleep, lack of energy, constant frustration. Your body often says something isn't right, long before your mind actually admits it. Your body often whispers the truth your mind is trying to silence. What if when you finally accept the truth and you finally accept the reality, anxiety would decrease, the peace increases, decisions become easier, and the energy returns. You become super energetic, you get motivated, you're excited, and all these different things and full of emotions are coming through. All the good things come through. Like, what if that actually happens? The truth hurts, but uncertainty hurts even longer. Pain and peace often arrive together when you finally tell yourself the truth. And if you don't keep telling yourself the truth, it's going to be harder and harder in life. So how do you stop avoiding it? Ask yourself, what do I already know? Ask, what am I afraid this truth could cost me? Stop looking for permission. You already know. Have the hard conversation with yourself first, of course. Have it with some other people. Take one action. Truth without action becomes just frustration. So take one action, even if it's super small. Take the action and get out there and change it. So in the closing challenge I have today, this week I want you to sit down quietly and ask yourself, what truth have I been avoiding? What conversation? What decision? What change? Because you may not need more advice. You may not need more information. You may simply need the courage to accept what you already know. The truth usually sets you free, but first it asks you to face it. So step up, face the truth, and jump on it. Like, make it happen and go with it. Don't start debating it. Just as soon as that answer hits your head, go for it. That's the pod. I appreciate everybody listening and watching. If you're getting value out of this, please share it and like it. I appreciate it.